Good morning, everyone. Well, good afternoon and good evening. I am recording this in the morning, but it will be posted hopefully sometime before 12 because I know that today is the 11th and we are doing all 12 signs today. Now, first, I want to open up by letting you guys know I want to thank all of you, all of the new subscribers that have come on. I want to apologize for not being on for 2 weeks. My daughter was home from spring break, and I wanted to spend time with her and make sure that she got to know where I'm living at now, so that she could see the sights and see the different places to go to in Birmingham. Right now, I'm just burning a couple of different herbs, and I just want to clear the space for us and make sure that everything is copacetic. I do have my window open and there's a beautiful ray of sunshine coming in, which doesn't always happen. So I'm just going to leave it like that. If it looks weird or whatever, I do apologize. I don't always get this gorgeous ray of sunshine coming in when I open up the shades. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, I'm going for it. Okay. Now, today I'm burning, and I always ask my team, like, what should I burn for today? I don't ask the question why. I just say, what should I burn? And this is from the box that I had received that I told you guys about, called the Witchcraft Kit from Wise Spell. And I had unboxed this a couple of episodes ago. So today we're doing comfrey leaves as well as peppermint, and they come in little bags, which is beautiful. They have the hibiscus flower and St. John's wort. So after I started burning it, I went through to double check, okay, what does this all do? And this is all about manifestation, about protection. That's what it's all about. And I did do my Instagram video this morning, and it was all about manifesting. Gaia had brought through the card of personal power, reminding us of our personal power, reminding us that our words are spells, and that we have to make sure that when we talk, we speak positively about ourselves, no matter what, even our experiences, no matter how negative they were. We have to look at what came out of it, what we learned about it, and make sure that we are able to go forward so we don't have to go through that experience again. Because if you go through an experience and you think that, you know what, I didn't learn anything, you know what's going to happen? You're going to have to go through it again and again. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to go through that again. I don't want to go through any of that stuff again at all. So I always look at what was it that I needed to learn. And if I ever am thinking about something that happened in the past, I'm like, I thought I was done with that, but I guess there's something else I need to learn. Okay, guys, what do I need to learn? What else from this experience do I need to pull? What do I need to pull from this to figure out why it'll keep coming up in my mind? So that's just one little tidbit for all of you guys. Another thing was that I wanted to make sure that we all had a mantra. This mantra keeps coming up for me on Instagram over and over again. And it's one of the mantras that I love to use, which is something wonderful will happen to me today. Something wonderful will happen to me today. I do that every single morning when I get up. I wake up with gratitude for Gaia, the creator, gratitude for all of my experiences, for my team. And then, for the rest of the day, I'm saying, hey, something wonderful is going to happen to me today. And I own it, I believe it, and I know that it's going to happen. And then when I go to bed, after, of course, my little gratitude session, it's something wonderful is going to happen to me tomorrow. So think about that, guys. Think about the things that you go through. Wow, that's a rainbow right now. And I actually closed the shade a little bit and it's still there. So I'm sorry if this is like bothering you guys, but it just doesn't want to go away. Just think about the things that you say to yourself, how you talk about yourself. And are you the victim? Are you in lack mentality? Are you thinking of, well, I'll be happy when? You have to cut that all out. You are happy now. I am grateful now. Everything is now. You have to be happy and grateful and blissful for what you are, where you're at, and what you've been through at this time, because if you're not, you're going to be waiting for a time that's going to come that's never going to get here because of your negative self-talk. So that was another thing I wanted to put out there. Now, as you all know, I am White Iris, and my channel, I've had it for a couple of months. And today is the day that we're doing all 12 signs. Let me get my book open because I want to make sure that I'm able to write everything down when I post this. I want to make sure that the timestamp is in the description box so that you guys can go straight to the timestamp if that's what you want to do, or you can go through the whole video. Especially in the beginning of the video, I always have like some general information, some tidbits that you can go over. Now, another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is about my channel. So my channel is slowly but surely getting more followers, which I'm so grateful for, and I want to thank you about it. Thank you for that again. But I was thinking today, and I'm sure this was the team letting me know, when I get to 100 followers, and I'm going to write this down today. Today is March 11th, 2025. So when I am at 100 followers here on YouTube, because I have more followers on Instagram, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a live event where the first 20 people will get to ask a question for free. And it'll be first come, first serve. So I'll go on, and that first 20 people, I write the names down as they come up on the chat and say hi. So I would just want you to say hi, and then you'll ask a question. And I'll try to get through all of them as quickly as possible before I go into my general session as well. So that's something that I was thinking about doing, and that's something that I'm really excited about, because I have done a live event in the past, but of course not having like really followers and everyone's being on different times, not everyone can get on. So this will be probably something that I do like in the evening hours. I'll get on and I'll let you guys know with more than enough time so that you are able to get on that night. But when I hit 100 followers, that's what I'm going to do. It'll be a live event. It will be first 20 people, first come, first serve. You get to ask one question, and I'll go ahead and answer the question. Now, remember, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I'm actually champagne baby. So just to let you know. And that is perfectly okay. Not everyone is going to resonate with my teachings. Not everyone's going to resonate with my information. My team is ratchety. They are not going to sugarcoat anything. They're not going to tell you what you want to hear. They're going to tell you what it is. And 9 times out of 10, you know for a fact that this is the correct information. You just don't want to follow the correct information, if you know what I mean. And that's okay. And I'm all right with that. But I do want you guys who are here, if you are following me, you love the information, spread the word around, get more people to come onto the channel. Because remember, you could be one of those first 20 that gets that free question, okay? And my sessions aren't cheap. My sessions are $100. So if you email me to do a session, it's $100. It usually takes 45 to an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. And I either do a video and I send it to you, or we can do it live on Zoom, which is completely up to you and up to your, time, how what time you have. All right. Now, with that being said, I just want to see and get into a little bit of information. I have been hearing a lot of love songs, and a lot of love songs from the 70s. Look, I'm a Gen Xer, so my music is 70s, 80s music, 90s music a lot. The music that is out there now, I'm not too keen on. I'm not too, if it doesn't have a message for me, it's a waste of my time, basically. So I'm not up on a lot of the music that there is now, but I've been hearing a lot of love songs from the 70s, and one of them is a love song, and It's hilarious because I'm not looking for anyone, and I'm sure a lot of people aren't, but I keep hearing them. And I'm like, okay, it is what it is. It comes when it comes. I'm a very big person, a very big believer in destiny. I'm a very big believer in timing. And when it happens, it happens. I'm not looking for it to happen. I'm not sitting there waiting like, oh my God, when is it going to happen? And when is it going to come? I let go of the outcome because I know that everything is divine timing, and I'm not going to be pushing for something that, quite honestly, you shouldn't be pushing for if you're not ready for it. The last reading that I had, it was all about inner child work, and we still have a lot of work to do. Our inner child is still coming up. It's still coming up for me sometimes, and I still have to think about, okay, so what did I learn about this? Oh, I didn't remember that. Okay, so what do I need to reflect on this? What do I need to work on this? And once we get through all of that, then you can think about, all right, at that point, you should be ready for love to come in, because you're not as damaged goods as they would say. Let me move this around a little bit. As they would say, quote unquote. And you don't want to receive someone into your life that needs healing either. If they still need healing, and they're coming into your life, it's because you still need healing. So you don't want that as well. I'm sorry, but my healing, that part of me is closed. I'm not taking any more applications for people that need to be healed. All right? You heal yourself, and I will heal myself. You do not come to me unless you're 100% healed. And if that doesn't happen, that is perfectly okay. All right? So a lot of people will be seeing love this year. It's all in divine timing. Let go of the outcome of how, who, when, what, where, when, and what, which is what we used to use when we were younger in school, when we needed to write something. It was always like, who is the article about? What is it about? When did it happen? All of those things. So let go of the outcome. Okay, guys? I'm telling you right now, you'll be much, much happier. Go on about your life. Now, another thing also to touch base on is all of the upgrades, all of the different residences that are happening lately. A lot of people are exhausted. A lot of people have been suffering from aches and pains and migraines, things like that. Stay hydrated. And it's not only staying hydrated. Remember that when you are hydrating, you are also depleting your salt levels. So make sure that you are also taking in the right amount of salt as well. Make sure you stay hydrated. If your body tells you to rest, rest. If your body tells you to go out into nature and have a nature walk, do that. Do the things that are going to replenish you, okay? And then remember affirmations for your manifestation. Start small. Something wonderful will happen to me today. When you go to sleep, something wonderful is going to happen to me tomorrow. Start small and work your way from there. All right, guys? All right. So what we're going to start with today, because we are still in Pisces. So we're going to start with Pisces. And we're starting with Pisces at the 1338, which is the timestamp right here. And I'm going to start with the Biblical Tarot deck, which I purchased last month, which I love. And she now has a new deck. So all of you guys need to check it out. She does have a website. The website is the Biblical Tarot. So make sure that you check her out and you check out all of her work. Okay. So what do we have for Pisces? Let's see for Pisces. And we're going to do just general, then maybe some love and some oracle messages. We'll see what the team says for everybody. But we're starting with Pisces. I want 4 cards, please, from the Biblical Tarot deck. I'm just going to push this back a little bit so I have some room to put the cards down. Oh. And we have 3 cards. We have the 2 of Grains, which is Lydia, the faithful businesswoman. And Lydia is a person that she's a businesswoman. She is a woman who is a worshiper of the creator. So she's a very spiritual person. So she's well balanced. Then we have justice in the 10 commandments. So you know what justice is. So whoever has been doing you wrong, whoever has been doing things, let's say, behind your back, whoever has been on your bad side, and I don't want to say like your bad side, because there's always going to be people that are going to challenge you, that are going to do things that you're going to wonder why. You're going to be like, why do people do that? People are who they are. Remember that we are here to play a role. Some of the people are villains, some of the people are not. And that's just what they came here to do. Once you understand that, you'll be able to live your life a lot better. And then we have the 9 of Grains. And the 9 of Grains is the Queen of Sheba visiting Solomon. And she gave the king 120 talents of gold, large quantities of spice, and precious stones. So this right here, you receiving the money, the abundance, that is letting you know that your abundance is coming. All right. So whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's a business that you're running, an entrepreneurship that you're thinking of starting, whatever it is, now is the time. Justice is coming to you. All of those naysayers, all of those people that said you couldn't do it, all of those people that were nice to you in your face and not behind your back, all of those people are going to be going into justice mode. They are going to get their upcomings. You don't need to worry about that. That's not your job. That is the creator's job. And the creator knows what he or she needs to do. So that's not something you have to worry about. You will be lucrative. You will be abundant. Now remember, abundance, when I say abundance, you need to let go of what the outcome is. Don't look at, I'm going to get $1 million and the universe always has something better for us. Let go of the outcome. Just know that your time this year is coming. Ooh, this is a lot of cards. So am I taking any of these cards? Because I only want one more card because I'm only doing a 4-card spread for everybody. And I think next week I'm going to be doing a special spread that I learned a couple of years ago from another person on YouTube, and I think you guys will like it. So we have the King of Feathers, more judgment. The judgment of Solomon. Then the king gave his ruling, give the living baby to the first woman and do not kill him. He is his mother. So this is the story or the parable of the 2 women that were fighting over the one baby. And they were both saying that it was their child and it was their child. And he had said, then we'll cut the baby in half. And of course, the real mother was like, no. Don't do that. Don't cut him in half. Just give him to her because I don't want my child to die. I don't want my child to suffer. So he knew from that gesture that was the real mother. So with your justice, with your judgment, people will know the truth. They will know the truth of what has happened. They will know the truth. And they will know that the person that was spreading lies about you and was saying things about you, they were the actual liar. Now, some of these people will come back to you and they'll want to say, I'm so sorry. I believe them. I'm so sorry. It's up to you to forgive. And it's up to you whether or not you want these people in your life. The way I see it is, you know this person's track record. You know who this person is. You know what this person has done to you guys as well as to me. And you still believe them? Like, why would I want you in my life? But that is totally up to you. You can forgive, but you don't have to have those people in your lives, especially if they're toxic and they have toxic traits. All right, so let's see for Pisces, what other deck of cards are we going to pull? Inner child work. They're very big on inner child work this month and last month. I don't know why. I mean, I know why, but I've still lately have been getting things up every time there's a different resonance. And I have to like sit back and be like, okay, so why is that coming up? Write a letter to your inner child. Your inner child probably still needs somebody to show them that they are loved, that they are wanted. It's not that your parents didn't love you. Maybe they didn't know how, or maybe they were just so overwhelmed that they were like, let's do the tasks and get the tasks done and get everything done. And then they just forgot to go back. You know what I mean? Be still and cultivate a space of stillness and silence just to be. This is what I've been talking about with everyone this morning about, well, if your body tells you to rest, rest. If your body tells you to go out, be in nature, be in nature. If your body just wants you to sit quietly, sit still, even watch a little bit of TV or watch some YouTube channels or something like that and just zone out for a bit, that's still good because you're still resting. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see Pisces. What else do we need to know for Pisces? Two more cards actually for Pisces. And this one wanted to come out. Do I take it? Yes. Speak to yourself with kindness. Again, manifestation. How do you speak to yourself? Become aware of how you speak to yourself. Words are spells. Okay? How you speak to yourself will determine what you manifest in your life. Do you want to manifest positive things or negative things? It's up to you. If you are in lack mindset, if you are in victimhood mindset, and that's how you speak to yourself, that's how you'll always be. Now, these are 2 cards. Okay, they're telling me to take this one. Let love guide you. Choose to see the good in the world today. Now, again, you choose to see the good in the world today. You choose to... I only see the good in the world today. I don't go through all the nonsense that's going on. I don't watch the news. I don't watch any of these things. Why? Because it's just not in my timeline. I do not accept that in my timeline. Period. We are constantly changing timelines. We're constantly jumping timelines, jumping to different dimensions, jumping to different portals, even if we don't notice it. So I am not fixated on the craziness that is or isn't happening today. With that being said, you need to look at what is good in the world. You need to look at what is good in your world, in your life as well. All right? It's not looking at things, as if nothing is happening that shouldn't be happening. No. It's you accepting and realizing that timelines change, dimensions are changing, dimensions are collapsing into each other. Therefore, the timeline is not fixed. So why should I fixate on something that's happening right now when the timeline is changing so rapidly? Okay. Now I'm going to pull the messages from the Oracle. And they're telling me after this one for you, for Pisces, to also pull the Romance deck. And that will be the last deck. So this is great because I like doing four card spread, 4 decks. It is very hot in here. Not because of the sun. It's very hot in here because Spirit is here. Spirit is abundant. And they're filling up the room. And they're talking. So it would be nice if you're not going to talk to me, guys, that you let me do what I need to do. Because you guys can get quite loud. All right. Say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. So this is a theme, guys. We need to understand and know what is it that we needed to learn. Release that, forgive, cut ties with people so they're not siphoning our energy, and let go of that baggage. It's not serving you. It's not doing anything for you. Also, take responsibility of your choices. This is your life to live. You own it. Remember, we manifest what we want. Negative manifestations, negative thoughts will bring on negative manifestations. You did that. You own that. Positive thoughts bring in positive manifestations. You did that. You own that. You're too amazing to follow everyone else. Forge your own path. And I don't even have to explain that. A lot of people think that they're not special. A lot of people think that they don't have what it takes. Look, the fact that you're here on earth right now, and this is for everyone, you are special. You have what it takes. Okay? We need to stop thinking that God is up there, that the Creator's up there, and we're down here and we're not worthy. That's not true. All of that has to do with the indoctrination of religions. And we need to get away from that. We are worthy. The sheer fact that we are here on earth makes us worthy, because when the Creator asked who will come, we said, I will. And just for that fact, we are worthy of the Creator. We are worthy of the Creator's love and compassion and understanding. Anything other than that is just indoctrination and is just brainwashing to make you think that you're not worthy and to have control over you. We need to get away from that. And the last one for you, look around and find signs. The universe is speaking to you. The universe is always speaking to us, okay? The universe is always letting us know what we need. The universe is always letting us know that our ancestors are around. Every time I see a cardinal, And sometimes I'll sit here on my deck and I'll see 4 or 5 cardinals. That lets me know that my team is here. My grandpa and my uncles and, you know, all of the ancestors, the shamans that are in my bloodline. Romantic surprises are on the horizon. Be open to them. And someone's going to apologize to you. So like I said before, there is judgment that's coming. People are going to apologize for what they did, for how they treated you. Be open to forgive, but it is up to you if you want that person in your life. Like, remember, just because they're saying they're sorry, it doesn't mean that they're changing their toxic behaviors. And closure. Not all connections are meant to be. There you go. Accept closure. Not all connections are meant to be, and that's perfectly okay. You need to protect yourself from the things that no longer serve you. Wow, this is a long one for you, Pisces. And alone time. Spend time alone. It will help you gain clarity. Spend time alone in nature. That's the best thing that you can do, because you will be able to ground yourself, Pisces, and you'll be able to do more of the inner work, inner child work, all of the things that you need to do at this time. All right. So this is all for you, Pisces. I'm going to leave it there. And I'm just going to put all the cards back so I can get to Aries. And that was pretty good, Pisces. You had a really long little session here. Imagine if it was, and this is general, guys. Remember, don't try to put this in your life if it doesn't fit in your life. Okay? So Aries, we're starting at 2628. So we'll start again with our biblical tarot deck. And I love this deck. I think for Aries, they're telling me to get the Gaia Oracle, the one from Mother Nature. So after this one. So I just want 4 cards for Aries, please. And our first card here is 10 of Feathers. Samson loses his strength. And after putting him into a deep sleep on her lap, she called for someone to shave off the 7 braids of his hair, and so began to subdue him, and his strength left him. And we have the 9 of Chalices. So the Feast of Purim. As the time when the Jews got relief from their enemies, and as the month when their sorrow was turned into joy, their mourning into day of celebration. So this is, you can see how this is going. So 10 of Feathers, Samson loses his strength. He is subdued by his love, by the person that he allegedly thought loved him. But then we have the 9 of Chalices, which is celebration. So you are coming into a time of celebration. It could be that, no, not it could be. You were in a time when you were subdued, where you believed all of the stories from other people, where you lowered and dimmed your light for other people. Lower and dimmed your light for other people. And now that time is gone. You're not doing that anymore. All right. So now we're in a time of celebration where you have realized that it is time for celebration. It is not time for sorrow. All right. It is not a time for mourning. It is a time for celebration. And then we have the Hanged Man, which is Peter's crucifixion. Remember what I was saying before about being worthy. Peter asked to be crucified upside down because he said that he was not worthy to enter the kingdom. Guess what? We are worthy. What he thought that he wasn't worthy, and I'm sure that he thought it because of a lot of things. He was jealous of the women disciples, because that's something that isn't even in the Bible, that there were also 12 female disciples. He was jealous of their books as well as, other things and other disciples that were with them. So that could be the reason why he thought he wasn't worthy. But remember, we are all here on our journey. We're all here to play a role. We are worthy for the sheer fact that we are here on earth. We are worthy for the sheer fact that we raised our hands and said, I will go to earth and I will play a role on earth. When the Creator asked, we stepped forward. So a reminder that you are worthy, that you have to stop thinking in the thoughts of unworthiness and things like that. There's when you go to church, which I don't go anymore. There's a part where it says, I'm not worthy to receive. Well, no, that's not true. I am worthy to receive. I am worthy because the Creator created, not only did the creator create me, but I stepped forward when the creator wanted someone to come down to earth to do the work that needed to be done. And we are a part of the creator. We're not separate. Our souls are divinely connected to the creator. We have never lost that connection. So you have to remember and go back and remember that connection that you have to the creator. There's a thin line that goes up to the creator. From everyone has it. So we are a part of the creator. We are, just because we're here on earth doesn't mean that we're separate from the creator. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Chalice. And this is Jesus at the well with the Samaritan woman, where she gives him water. And he says, whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst. Indeed, the water I give them will become in them a spring of water welling up to eternal life. And with this, we understand, again, we are worthy. That's what they're just telling us. We are worthy. Jesus came and said, everything that I can do, you can do, and you can do more than that. Reminding us that we are all the same. We can do these things. It's whether or not we believe that we can, whether or not we are using our words as positive spells or negative spells. All right, so we're going to pull the Medicine Woman's Oracle. That's what they want me to pull for Aries. So 4 cards for Aries. Wow. The Path of Beauty. Walking your path of beauty elevates your feminine soul. So, okay. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Both of us, we all have male and female inside of us. We all have yin and yang. Remember, we have incarnated into this earth many, many, many times. And we've been both male and female. We've been animals. We've been trees. We've been rocks. All right. So do not get butthurt because it talks about the feminine soul. There are men that need to get more into their feminine soul. And there are women that need to get more into their feminine soul as well. So that's probably something you need to do, Aries. You need to think about it. Again, this is a general Aries reading. If it does not resonate, it's okay. Move it along. Don't get butthurt. Like I said, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I am champagne, baby. So champagne and pineapple juice or champagne and orange juice. My mimosas, you know. All right, grounding. Again with grounding. Being well grounded provides a feeling of security. Go out into nature. Rest. There are a lot of changes happening. Remember, we're going to have in this month an eclipse of the sun, an eclipse of the moon, and there's a lot going on in the month of March. So don't have negative self-talk. Let's have some positive self-talk. Let's not, I don't want you guys to start saying, oh God, what's wrong with me? What's going on? It's okay. You're going to be okay. Take it in stride. Do what your body needs you to do. The circle of life. I give you my blessing to accomplish your quest. So you have the mother's blessing to accomplish the quest that you have. What is your quest? Only you know that. And meditating and going out in nature and spending time with yourself is a way for you to figure it out, Aries. And we have the spirit of earth. Have faith. You are supported. There you go. Go out in nature. The spirit of earth, Mother Nature, Gaia, is guiding you. She's telling you it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay, and you're going to be able to do the things that you need to do. It's all right. All right, what's the third deck that we're going to do for Aries? Repair, evolution, and growth for Aries. And the first one is intuition, wisdom, and gifts. So you might be someone who is a seer, and you might not be embracing your gifts. Sooner or later, you will have to do it. Okay, Aries? Honor your innate ability to see physically and trust your gut feelings. Trust your guidance and the vibrations you feel. When you truly step into your abilities, all of your senses rush in. Look into expanding your gifts by taking classes, by writing in a diary, meditating, and listening to your inner voice. I have to get some water, guys. I'm really thirsty. That's one thing they don't tell you when you're doing this work. You get very thirsty. Partnerships and support. You are being guided to reach out to former partnerships and alliances to expand your vision and perspective. Take this time to see who comes into your life that is offering to assist you with your endeavors. Asking for help often leads to accomplishing your goals more quickly. Now, Aries, if you are going into past people, make sure these are not toxic people. Make sure these are people that are out there for your best interest. And don't be afraid to contact them because you think, well, I haven't contacted this person in a long time. Remember that if you're thinking about them right now, they're probably wondering about you too. Okay? All right, 2 more cards for Aries. 2 more cards for Aries, please. What does Aries need to know at this time? What does Aries need to know at this time? Ooh, they didn't completely pop out. So, what does Aries need to know at this time? And they're telling me just pick out 2 cards because nothing's gonna pop out. Humanitarian service. Wow. Your soul longs to a joyful service. Being of service is a huge calling that is honorable and satisfying. Now, I know what you're going to think, Aries. Oh, being of service, how am I going to make money? I'm being of service with what I do. And right now, I remember I told you guys I did get a job working nights because I do have to make money. I have bills that I have to pay. And right now, this isn't what I'm doing, although it is of service. I do make money from this, but it's not enough to pay my bills. So I have to supplement my income until my channel gets going, until my Instagram channel gets going, things like that. Now, does that mean that I'm going to stop doing this? No, because I am being of service and I want people to get the message regardless. Okay. They need to hear what they need to do. There are people that are waiting to find out, am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? And if they come in and they see the general information, they could decide, you know what, I want a more personal reading. And that would be great because I love to go in and do a personal reading. My readings are usually an hour long. I get into the nitty gritty. And, we always have ancestors that come through, deceased loved ones that come through and talk and take over sometimes. So even though you're doing humanitarian service, I'm doing humanitarian service, you can still earn a living from it. How are you being called to serve humanity? Serve with grace and humility to assist those that cannot help themselves and be an advocate, a confidant and an inspiration along the way. A confidant and an inspiration along the way. And then we have dreams realized, manifest. Again, with manifesting. Aries, you're realizing your dreams. Don't let anyone dim your light. Don't let anyone tell you, you can't do that. Who do you think you are? No. You know exactly who you are. You know that you are worthy. The Creator created you and you came here. The sheer audacity of of working for humanity because the Creator asked you to do it. All right? We are worthy. You are worthy. You have the power to create and manifest what you desire. And this is for everybody, guys, not just Aries. When you choose to push outside of your comfort zone and have determination, your dreams become a reality. Now is your time, Aries. And we're going to do the romance cards. They're telling me pull the romance cards for everybody. So I'm going to do that. Window. A new adventure in love is coming. Get ready. Ooh, Aries. Are you looking at somebody? Is somebody looking at you? Are you oblivious to it? I don't know, Aries. You might be in a mall one day and you're going down the escalator and he or she might be going up the escalator and you turn and you look at each other. I just saw that in my head. So I don't know, Aries. It might be one of those things that you talk about. So exciting. 3 more cards for Aries, please. 3 more cards for Aries. 3 more cards for Aries, please. What else does Aries need to know about romance? We can't just leave it here. I need 3 more cards, guys. I know you're talking amongst yourselves, but you really need to concentrate on what I'm doing. I'm just going to flip a card. They're having way too much fun without me here. Alone time. Spend alone time. Spend some time alone. Remember, manifesting, meditating, reflecting, being out in nature, cool. That's what you need to do. And an apology. Oh, you too. An apology is coming your way. Don't underestimate that. And again, even though you're getting an apology, Aries, doesn't mean you have to have that person in your life. Sparks. Keep the sparks flying and surprise each other with gestures of love. Ooh, Aries. That's where I'm going to leave you now, Aries. Whether it's someone that you already are with, and that's the one, or someone you're going to be meeting, sparks are going to fly, Aries. And remember, Mother Nature has your back. Mother Nature is waiting for you to ask for help. Start manifesting. Start doing the work that you need to do, Aries, because you're almost there. You're right at the cusp. All right. So at 40, these are long. So now we have Taurus at 40 and 21. Tauro. It reminds me of when I do these of Walter Mercado. I don't know if anyone has heard of him, but if you're from a Hispanic family, you know exactly who I'm talking about. Especially a Gen Xer. Our parents used to watch Walter Mercado after the news every single night. So let's see. Taurus. What does Taurus need to know right now? What does Taurus need to... Oop, it's a lot of cards. So I'm only going to take the top one, which is 4 of Chalices, because this is a lot of cards. And Jonathan made a covenant with David because he loved them as himself. The bond of David and Jonathan, 2 of Chalices. So that is a very big thing, a very big bond. Is this you and your sister? Is this you and your brother? Is this you and the love of your life? It could be either, because this is a general reading for Taurus. I see this as love. I see this as a soulmate. I see this as the person you have been waiting for. You guys will make a bond because you will love that person as you love yourself, which is exactly what that person is looking for and is exactly what you're looking for, which tells me, Taurus, that you are there. You are at that point now where that baggage is either completely gone or like 99%. 5 of Grains, the bleeding woman. And she said to herself, if I only touch his cloak, I will be healed. And 8 of Candles. When they came upon the water, the Spirit of the Lord suddenly took Philip away, and the eunuch did not see him again, but went on his way rejoicing. So this is about faith. You need to have, Taurus, faith, and you need to let go of the outcome. You don't have faith that things are going to happen the way they need to happen. You're still thinking, but what if, and what if I do this, and what if I do that, and what if this doesn't happen? The what ifs have to go away. That bond is there. That bond, when you decide to take that leap forward, that bond will be stronger than ever. You need to have the faith, like the woman who touched the cloak, because she knew absolutely without shadow of a doubt that she would be healed. Just the sheer fact that she had the faith was enough to heal her. And then we have the 8 of Candles, Philip and the Ethiopian. Philip was taken by the Creator, and the Ethiopian rejoiced because Philip was taken in body and spirit by the Creator. Could you imagine? Wow. It's just like with Mary. Oh, 10 of Grains, God's promise to Abraham. Wow. You have that promise already, Taurus. Stop thinking about the what ifs. Stop thinking about, it's all in divine timing. Go about your life. Do the work that you need to do for you. Stop thinking about how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, what will happen, what. Stop thinking about that. Have faith that the Creator has everything already set up for you, and that the outcome will be exactly the way it needs to be, not the way you expect it to be. Let go of expectations. All the land that you see, I will give to you and your offsprings forever. That's the God's promise to Abraham. That's God's promise to you. What you are seeking, that bond, is already there. Have the faith like the woman that touched Jesus's cloak. Have the faith like Philip, who was taken by God in spirit in body and in spirit. And people rejoiced for that. Okay? Have the faith of these people in you. The Creator has everything where it needs to be, and it will be in divine timing. You just need to have faith, believe in yourself, have the positive self-talk, Taurus. Now let's see what is the next set of cards we're going to use for Taurus. They're telling me to use the Inner Child Oracle because of the self-doubt for Taurus. What do you need to still work on? And as long as you have something to work on, it's going to take a lot longer for all of this to get into to start, to start the course. So they're just waiting on you. Okay? Spend time in nature. Let the beauty of nature refresh your soul, Taurus. So meditate, go into nature, meditate, be in silence, be in your own thoughts. Think about the things that you need to do. And you deserve to be seen, let yourself be known, Taurus. You're thinking of the what if. What if everything is positive? What if you pick up the phone and call this person and they're like, oh my God, I haven't heard from you in a while. What's going on? You said you were going to, call me. What happened? Or you text this person and they're like, hey, what's going on? I haven't heard from you in a while. How are you doing? And they're happy to hear from you. What if they're happy to hear from you? Come on. Let go of the past. It's time to envision a new story. And that's probably one of the things, no, not probably, that is one of the things that is stopping you, Taurus. Because of the negative things that happened to you in your past. Let go of that baggage. These were learning experiences. You have to figure out, what did I learn from this? What was I supposed to learn about? What was I supposed to grow about? What did I get out of this? Whether it was a relationship, romantic, work, whatever it was, so that you can move forward. Just because this happened to you in the past doesn't mean it's going to happen to you in the future. Okay? One more card for Taurus, please. One more card. Let's see. One more card for Taurus. And it's going to be one more card for Taurus. Oh. Get lost. Fall deep in the realm of imagination. Again, your manifestation, your self-talk. Lose yourself in that. Lose yourself. I feel like when I meditate and I lose myself in my imagination, so many wonderful things pop up. So many creative things come about. So lose yourself in that. Lose yourself in your imagination, in your meditation. Go out into nature and just sit there and listen to the breeze, listen to the birds, and see what comes up. So one more card. It's not going to be the romance deck. They want me to use the Ancient Stones Oracle by Rebecca Campbell for you on this one. The romance deck will be the last one. Because romance is in the air for you, Taurus. It's whether or not you're going to, whether or not it's coming sooner or later. That's really up to you. And if you feel that you still have inner work, that's okay. Okay. They're telling me just pull a card, then, shuffle and then pull a card. Soul agreement. I can't make this up. You have a soul agreement with this person. You have a soul plan, soul mission, and this is your soul's life purpose in this lifetime. Both of you agreed to be here. Look at this. Both of you agreed to be here in this lifetime, and both of you agreed that you were going to get it right this time. So it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. And that will be all in divine timing. Let go and let the Creator handle it. You do the inner work that you need to do to give everything that you can for this person, because that's what that person's going to do for you. The volcano. Relationships express, don't stagnate. So relationships, to me, a volcano isn't to me, like some people see it with the lava and everything, and it's like, it's angry. No, it's moving, it's flowing, it's changing, it's building more land. It's doing so much. It's fertilization. So to me, when a mountain erupts like that, it's all of the new possibilities that are going to be coming about because of it. 2 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards. See the beauty. Gratitude. The sacred is everywhere. Guys, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Have gratitude for everything that you've learned. Have gratitude for everything that you've been through. And remember to always say, something wonderful is happening to me today. Every single time. Just the sheer act that I wake up and I'm breathing, I have gratitude. Nothing is impossible. Open to the unexpected. You will find a way. Nothing's impossible, Taurus. You will get to where you need to go. You will learn the things that you need to learn. You will understand all of the things that you've been through. You will have that aha moment. Once you break through, that is when that romance that you're looking for is going to be coming to you. All right? All in divine timing. Everything happens when it's supposed to happen, and it happens for a reason. It for us is not to question why. Okay? Oh, someone's coming up with an apology. Never underestimate the power of a heartfelt apology. And it could be one of your old flames might be realizing, hey, I really did him wrong or her wrong, and I'm going to apologize. Don't take that person back. Just know that they will apologize to you. Alone time. Again, with alone time. Spend time with yourself. Spend time alone. It will help you gain clarity on what you need to do and what your goals are, in not only in this life, but what your goals are for tomorrow, for next month, for next year. Okay? Ooh, 2 cards fell out. Right path. You're on the right path, Taurus. Love is beautiful. It's a beautiful journey, and you're on the right path. And abundance. Wow, Taurus. You're going to have a lot of abundance with this person. Open your heart to receive the abundant love the universe has to offer. Wow, Taurus. You are, I don't know. Get it together, Taurus, because this is going to be a love of a lifetime. This is going to be a love where people will look at you, the two of you, and they will wonder and they will think, how can I get that? This is a love of a lifetime. Don't screw it up because of your what ifs and your self-doubts. Have faith, Taurus. Have faith. Come on. All right. I leave you with that, Taurus. Okay. So now we have Gemini. And Gemini, we're starting at 5223. Gemini. Okay, Gemini. So we have 4 cards for Gemini. Let's see what we have for Gemini. Let's see. Ooh, first card, Knight of Grains. So Jacob served 7 years to get Rachel, but they seemed like only a few days to him because of his love for her. Jacob works for Laban or Laban. I'm not sure which way you say it. So, is there a goal that you're working towards? Is there something, whether it's a romance, a job, entrepreneurship, whatever it is that you're working towards, it's going to seem, even though you've been working towards it for a long time, it's going to seem like nothing because of your love for either this person or whatever it is that you're doing. It feels more like romance to me, but since this is a general reading, this could be either or. But for some of you, I think it is romance. Judgment, the last judgment. Oh, wow. So you got the last judgment here. So there's going to be a lot of judgment around you. There's going to be a lot of people that have being placed in judgment, that are being put in their place, basically. There is a lot of people that are saying things and talking behind your back and doing behind your back. What's going to happen is that they're going to be placed in judgment. Nothing you need to do. Nothing you need to worry about. That's the creator's job. You let go and let the creator do his or her work. And then we have the Emperor, King Solomon. The Emperor is the highest guy in the deck. He is the head of all the kings. So as the Emperor, that lets me know that you will be in high esteem. You are in high esteem. The things that you're looking to do, you will be able to do. It's all, again, in divine timing. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. They don't like divine timing. I'm sorry, I have stuffed crumbs on my pants. They don't like divine timing. Too bad. It is all in divine timing. And then we have the 8 of Grains. The Craftsman. Wow. So Bezalel, Oholiab, And every skilled person to whom the Lord has given skill and ability to know how to carry out all the work of constructing the sanctuary are to do the work just as the Lord commanded. You have work to do. The Lord has commandments for you, just like he or she has commandments for all of us, the Creator. Are you doing the work that the Creator has commanded you to do? He has sent a lot of us here with our gifts to do the work. Are you embracing your gifts? Are you doing the work that you're supposed to be doing with your gifts, or are you not? Are you sitting aside? Are you lollygagging? That's the word that I was looking for. Lollygagging. I don't know why, but lollygagging. So we're going to use the Medicine Woman's Oracle. See what Gaia has to say to Gemini. What does Gemini need to know, Gaia? What does Gemini need to know, Gaia? What does Gemini need to know, Gaia? Let's see. Healing. I support you on the path of healing. So you have to heal. If you are being hard hit with the resonance, with the changes that are happening, take time to heal, take time to rest. And once you are replenished, then get back out there. Ooh, 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 ooh. I know the resonance, everything has been going through, has been hitting a lot of us really hard. I mean, on Sunday, I actually slept all day. I got up just to take the dog out for walks, and for me to go to the bathroom, I didn't even eat. I had like a protein shake during the evening, and that was it. Because it did hit me hard on Sunday. Okay, what else does Gemini need to know? The feminine cycle. Reconnect with your cycle. You are a plural woman. Again, it could be a guy or a girl. Doesn't matter. All of us have the male and female. All of us have to connect to both sides. And you probably need to connect more to your feminine side if you're a guy. If you're a woman, you need to connect more to your feminine side also. And rebirth, an opportunity for deep transformation is before you. If you are at the cusp of transformation, what are you doing? Are you going ahead and taking it and accepting it and pulling it into you? Or are you oblivious and you're like, da, 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 and you don't know what's going on? Speaking out. Your voice is released. Express yourself frankly. When you're going through that transformation of rebirth, there's going to be a lot of things that you'll want to talk about. A lot of things that you want to get off your chest. Get it done. Don't sit there and keep your mouth shut and don't say anything and don't say this and don't say that. And I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to rock the boat. Too bad. Okay? Gemini. You are that dualistic person. So you need to do more work because you have the both sides. It's like two different faces. So you will have more work to do on yourself and more work to do for you to get through to the other side. The Creator, you're here because the Creator sent you here. You said yes. You have gifts. You have things that you need to do. Are you going to accept them? Are you going to do the work? Or are you going to go around and continue to be oblivious to it? That's really up to you. Again, manifesting is a way to go. Going into nature and meditating is a way to go. But you have to do the work yourself. Okay, hold on. They're telling me to use this deck here, which is more about work and stuff like that. So let's see. For Gemini. And I don't use this deck that often. It's a very thick deck. And the cards are very thick, so it's hard for a card to actually just fall out of it. Oh, fast changes. Oh, wow, Gemini. Fast changes. You'll be leaving a job suddenly or getting one very quickly, or your work may change dramatically in a short time. Go with the flow. Go with the flow, Gemini. Shedding. You are starting to outgrow your work situation. You need to set higher goals and standards, and you work well in healing and in medicine. Think about that, Gemini. What do you do for a living? What do you work at? Oh, wow. All right. People skills. You have a flair for working well with others. You could be a diplomat, counselor, salesperson, or head of a company. And looking. It's okay to look for better work. Be discreet in your search. You need to be aligned with your life's purpose to be fully satisfied. Remember, you need to be aligned with your life's purpose to be fully satisfied. Think of the things that you want to do. Think of what you're here for. Think of what are the things that give you, not only gives your life purpose, but is positive to you. Like when I do this, I can't help but feel positive. I can't help but feel like I'm doing something good for the world. I can't help to feel like I'm in service. So look for something like that you are going to be in service, that you're going to be doing what you need to do. If you're like me and you're doing this and you find another, you move to a different job because you want to make sure that you can do this without having to worry whether the money's coming in or not, that's perfectly fine. Don't let it drain you. Right. And my last deck for you, for Gemini, is, of course, the romance cards. They want me to pull the romance cards for everyone. Charisma. Love flows to you. You radiate charisma and charm, Gemini. Well, well, well. And what else does Gemini need to know? What else does... Oh. Settling. Do not settle. Avoid settling for less than you deserve in love. I always say that. Proposal. An offer or proposal in the near future that comes as a surprise. It could be that you're receiving an offer or you are the one doing the offer. And window. A new adventure in love is coming, so get ready. Well, Gemini, that's all I have to say for you, Gemini. You have to figure out what it is that you're going to be doing. New job coming, new changes coming, rapid changes coming. And as I said before, you are a healing person. You are supported by Gaia. So you have to look at the things that you want to do for yourself. You have to look at what it is that brings you joy, that brings you happiness, that brings you that it gives your soul purpose. All right, Gemini? So Cancer. So 101.58. And Cancer. What does Cancer need to know? What does Cancer need to know? And please do not put me in the equation because I am a Cancer as well. Four of Chalices. Jonah's anger. Now, Lord, take away my life, for it is better for me to die than to live. Okay. So what is going on with the Cancers? Oh, we have Five of Grains, which is the bleeding woman, which is the woman that said that she will be healed as long as she touches Jesus' cloak. Her simple faith healed her. Just knowing that she could be healed her. Seven of Chalices, the temptation of Christ. What is going on with Cancer right now? And like I said, keep me out of the equation because I am a Cancer, so I don't want anything for me to be in this reading. I want it to be a general reading for all of you guys. Okay, what does Cancer need to know? And that's too many cards. Wow. Okay. So Cancer right now, you're feeling unworthy. You're feeling like you have faith. I'm not going to say you don't have faith. But at the same time that you do have faith, there is that what if. There is that, and I'm sorry, I'm fixing my hair. I was shedding a little bit. There is that self-doubt. There is that I have faith, but am I worthy? Because you got the Hangman, which is Peter, who felt unworthy of entering the Lord's house or entering the Creator's house. Why are you feeling unworthy? What is going on with you, Cancer, that you're feeling unworthy? Let me see. Do I use this deck? So the Spiral Oracle. So let's see what we can get for Cancer here. And these cards are very big. My fingers hardly can snatch them. Four of Chalices. There's anger. There's a feeling of unworthiness. You feel like you're being tempted to not follow. You're feeling tempted. So Could you be in a lack mentality, in a victimhood mentality? You're feeling tempted with that because that's always your go-to. And you don't know, you don't think that you're worthy. You don't think, you have some faith, but you just don't think you're worthy. And that victimhood mentality that you're in is something that you strive on. So it's kind of hard. If you let go of that, then who are you? That's what it's seeming to me. Let's see. We have alignment. So you need to align yourself. You're out of alignment right now. You need to get back into alignment. You need to start meditating. And you need to change your self-talk. If you have negative self-talk, that has to go. You need to start with positive affirmations, positive self-talk. Remember, your words are spells. Insight, fire. You have a fire within you. It's part of that faith. Look, it goes with the faith card. You have that fire within you, but you're not using it. You're so stuck in that negative mentality, that negative mindset. You are someone without that. That does not define you. It only defines you if that's what you want it to do. You understand, Cancer? Cosmic uterus. Okay. And that's here with the 7 of chalices. Let me look that one up because I'm not sure with this one. Seems to me it's like new beginnings. Let me see. I don't use this oracle that much. So just be mindful, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so with the cosmic uterus, what it says here is, since time immemorial, the seed of life has been planted and nourished by the energy of the universe. The sun fertilizes the earth, and the earth gives birth to all her species. And life, in any of its forms, manifests itself in light. I am that light. I am life contemplating itself. So you are contemplating what you need to change. You have to have gratitude, it says here. What exists today will not remain forever. I ask myself, what am I taking for granted? What values are the foundations of my existence? So Cancer, you are starting on this journey. If you haven't started it yet, you're starting on this journey to let go of the negativity, to let go of victimhood mentality, fear mentality, lack mentality. You need to start asking for forgiveness for things that you've done. You need to acknowledge the things that you've done, not only in your life, but in other people's lives. You need to acknowledge all of the things that you've done to make yourself feel good at the expense of others. And this is not for every Cancer. Not every Cancer is like this. I know a lot of Cancers that are like this, and I know a lot of Cancers that aren't like this, that they're savage like me. So you need to start having gratitude. You have to become aware of the things that fulfill your life. You have to be grateful for the small things, grateful for the big things, and you have to ask for forgiveness. Wow. Okay, let's see one more card from this deck. I don't use this deck that often because I have to like look at the book a lot, but that is what I was thinking. So it is basically like a new beginning, which is what I was saying. You need to start contemplating all of these things for a new beginning. Remember that the uterus gives life. It is where the baby grows. It is where we are nourished as women. And we have the journey. Wow. So you have a journey to go on. You have a long journey in the darkness. And you have to go through your dark night of the soul. And you have to go through and realize all of the things that you've done, all of the mistakes that you've made. What did I do that I need to ask for forgiveness on? Have I done? What experience have I had where I have only seen my side of the story and not looked at what really happened because of my victimhood mentality, because of my fear-based mentality? And we're using the Shadow and Bone deck next. Metal, success, blessings, and positivity. If you decide to go through this and do the work, you will have success, you will have blessings, you will have positivity. You will have freedom and release and reclaim your power. You will be taken out of that cage that's right there. Right now, you're in a cage. You're in a cage because of all of the negativity, all of the fear-based mentalities that you have. Oh, wow. The Sorcerer, ambition, willpower, and creation. You are a sorcerer, Cancer. You can create. Remember, we manifest our own creations. What are you manifesting? Are you manifesting all negativity? Is it all negativity in your life? Or are you manifesting positivity? And the Owl, wisdom, independent thinking, and enlightenment. You have a lot to do, a long way to go. It is up to you whether or not you're going to change or whether or not you're going to stay stagnant and stay the same. That's totally up to you. Excuse me. And I am going to take the romance cards out. And they're telling me, no, don't use the romance cards on this reading for Cancer. So which one should I use? So they're telling me just to use the Rumi cards and just take one card for Cancer. And remember, I am not in this equation. This has nothing to do with me as a Cancer. This is just for the collective, because I asked my team not to include anything that I'm going through on this reading. I don't think it's fair for me to be included in the reading because it's for you guys. Oh, here we go. Gosh, my nose is itchy. So which card do I take? Okay, this one. So this is enter the garden of delights. What remains buried in the soil will always endeavor to reach out. To tussle with the parts of us that will deny a liveliness is risky, with such potential for heartache. Yet, what could be more heart-wrenching than the slow death of a previous human soul suffocated by fear and inertia? So Rumi is your midwife. Wow. He is standing at the threshold with you. Will you say a deep yes to your life? Did you hear that? Rumi is your midwife, the cosmic uterus. You're standing at a threshold to change your life. What is it that you're going to do? Are you going to stay stagnant? Are you going to move forward? It is completely up to you, Cancer. And remember, they told me do not pull the romance cards. You have a lot of work to do. Whoever this is for, you have a lot of work to do before anything can come into your life. Do the work and get it done, Cancer. All right. So I leave you with that, Cancer. So after Cancer will be Leo. So hold on. Let me put these cards away so that I can start with Leo next. That was pretty tough. That actually gave me a little bit of a headache. So that's something like I need to release that. That was like deep. That was negative. That was very negative. Someone's going through a really hard time right now. All right, so Leo, we're starting at 1 and 45. All right, this is for Leo. Leo, what does Leo need to know? Leo. What does Leo need to know? Do I take these two? Oh, it's 3. And they're telling me, yeah. 8 of Candles, 10 of Grains, King of Feathers. Wow. I'm having butterfingers right now, so just give me a minute. So what does Leo need to know? What does Leo... Oh my gosh, Leo need to know. They're telling me to take the card that fell on the floor. So Leo, I have to drink water, I'm sorry. The Eight of Candles, which is again, when Philip is taken up to heaven, back to the Creator, both in body and spirit. And it's a time of rejoicing. The Ten of Grains, God's promise to Abraham. There is a promise coming to you. Whatever it is that you're looking for, it is already there for you. And the King of Feathers, this is a judgment. This is the two women who were fighting for the baby, and the mother, when King Solomon said, okay, then just cut the baby in half and give each one half. And the true mother said, no, I would rather that she has the child than for you to hurt my child. That's how he knew that was the real mother. So there is some type of judgment coming, Leo. And then we have Saul's conversion, which, if you don't know the story, Saul was someone who persecuted the apostles, for years. And all of a sudden, one day he was converted, and he fell to the ground and heard a voice say to him, Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me? And that's the Ace of Feathers. And you have a lot going on, Leo. There is a promise for you. There is a promise that God has for you. And a promise that will end in rejoicing, will end in happiness and in love. But there's also a judgment here. I feel like you're looking over here at this thing, but then God has this other thing for you, this other promise that he has for you. But because you're looking over here at that, this is being delayed. Like with Saul's conversion, Saul persecuted the apostles for years and years and years and years before this happened. So to me, it's more of how long or how much longer are you going to wait for this promise? There is a promise that God has for you. How long are you going to wait? How long are you going to keep waiting? How long are you going to keep, like Saul, how long are you going to keep doing what you're doing when God has something else for you? There is something else that God has for you that you are ignoring because of what you're looking at over there. And you have to let go of that. That's not going to happen. That is not what God has promised for you. Oh, inner soul, the inner child for Leo. Oh, you are worthy. So you have feeling of unworthiness. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of a love beyond all time and dimension. But it's up to you if you want it. Be true to who you are. Fear will not stop you from shining. You have fear of love. You have fear for whatever it is, for whatever reason it is. You have fear of love. You have fear of not being worthy of love. And you keep looking at what you're looking at because it's stagnant and it's at a standstill and it's stopped. And that way you don't have to do anything. It's like you putting your life on hold. You're putting your life at a stop for something that's never going to happen. That way you don't have to move forward because you are in so much pain and you are so frozen in your fear. And you have to let go of all of that. Listen to your inner child because your inner child has something to say. And you probably have had a lot of things that happened to you as you were a child. All of us have had things happen to us when we were children. The thing is whether or not you're going to sit in that and wallow in that forever, or if you're going to understand and think about what it was that you came here to do, what it was that you came here to learn. Remember, when we come here, we already have a plan in place. Every experience that we go through, we wrote down that experience. We agreed to that experience before we came. So that understanding and knowing that is like half the battle. Oh, 3 cards. Which card did I choose? Which one? Which one? Okay. Let go of the past. It's time to envision a new story. You are frozen in time because of your past. You are not allowing yourself to move past. You are not allowing yourself to be happy, to have what you want. God has a plan for you. You are keeping yourself stagnant because of your fear, and you need to let go of that fear. Okay, I want to pull the Gaia deck. Leo. Our mother, a medicine mother. It's actually called the Medicine Woman Oracle. To me, this is Gaia. This is all the women before us. These are the shaman who were the real shamans, were the women before us, before the men became jealous and wanted all of that. The path of beauty. Walking your path of beauty elevates your feminine soul, Leo. Man or woman, doesn't matter. Grounding. Being well grounded provides a feeling of security. Are you grounding? Are you walking in nature? Are you sitting in the park and just taking in nature? At least, are you doing that? And these are 3 cards. Okay, so it's telling me to take these 2. Embrace. Remember your primordial nature. You are a vessel. And personal power. I encourage you to be the master of your destiny. You manifest what you're looking for. This is the theme. Let me write this down because this is probably going to be the name of this. You manifest what you want. Our words are spells. Okay? You have personal power, Leo. You decide what it is that you want to do with your life. Are you going to stay stagnant and keep looking over there? Or are you going to let go of all of that and you're going to move forward, work on yourself, work on your self-healing so that you can get what is promised to you? There is something or someone that is promised to you. And whether or not that's going to come into fruition, it really depends on you. Long distance. Love knows no distance. It transcends time and space. Okay. I mean, if it doesn't come to fruition here, when you guys move on to the next phase of your lives, you'll have to go back and say, ooh, we didn't do that right. You are attracting the right person at the right time in your life. Toxicity. Wow. Toxic relationships can drain your energy and your self-worth. Be aware. That's what this is doing to you. Whatever this is, whoever this is toxic. This is draining your life force. You need to let go of this. Hideaway. Make time to be with your person and create your own special hideaway. If this is the right person, great. If it's not, you need to move it along, Leo. You really do. This is not serving any purpose for you other than taking your life force. And it's up to you if you're going to keep doing this. There is a promise that the Creator has for you. So, you do what you want. We all have free will. This might not be the message you want to hear. I don't care. Doesn't matter. This is the message that you're going to get because this is what you need to do. And whether or not you're going to do it is really up to you, Leo. Okay? So now we are going with Virgo. And I'm leaving you with this, Leo. It's up to you what you're going to do. Okay. And Virgo, we are starting at 03. So Virgo, what does Virgo need to know, team? What does Virgo need to know, team? Sorry if that's loud. What does Virgo need to know, team? What does Virgo need to know? What does Virgo need to know, team? What does Virgo need to know? 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 Okay. Queen of Grains. She sees that her trading is profitable and her lamp does not go out at night. So if you are an entrepreneur, if you own your own business, you're making a lot of profits. You're making a lot of money. And that's great. That's exactly what you wanted to do. Oh, how many cards is this? Too many cards. Okay. Oh. Seven of Grains. Still, other seeds fell on good soil where it produced a crop, and 30 times what was sown. Again, so Virgo, you are making money. You are flush. You are abundant with those things, with your money. Okay? What does Virgo need to know right now? So we do have the Ten of Feathers. Solomon loses his strength. After putting him into a deep sleep on her lap, she called for someone to shave off his 7 braids. So if you are thinking of starting a new romance, be very careful. This could be someone who's there just to siphon your energy, just to siphon your money, to siphon your strength from you. So just be very careful. Because you're being very successful. You're being very abundant monetarily right now. And we have the King of Candles. I have been with you wherever you have gone, and I have cut off your enemies from before you. Now I will make your name great, like the names of the greatest men on earth. King David. So you have a purpose. You have things that you need to do. You need to focus on working on yourself, doing the things that you need to do so you don't fall into this. So this is something that you can fall into if you are not looking at working on yourself and working on your experiences, what you've learned, things like that. You are being very abundant. The money is rolling in. Of course, you're doing a lot of work because sowing seeds, being a farmer is a lot of work. Not that you are a farmer, but on whatever it is that you do. So the money's coming in. The money's there. You have to be very careful about that because not every person that you meet has your best interest at heart. This person that may be coming in now is someone who is a taker, who is someone who siphons from people, monetarily, spiritually, everything. Maybe that's something that you need to learn from. I don't know, but whether or not you decide to take this on hand is up to you. And with King Solomon, the Creator is with you. The Creator, just the sheer fact that we're here, is something that's important because we decided to be here to learn the lessons that we've learned. So the Creator is with you everywhere you go. It is up to you whether you want to continue to learn lessons. So this could be another lesson coming up that you need to learn. It's up to you if you really want to take this on. If you are going to take this on. So let's look at the inner child. Is there, oh, wow. Seek guidance in this. So seek guidance in what I'm telling you. It's time for a different perspective. Look at the perspective. Look at your life. Look at what you've done so far. Look at the things that you have learned so that you don't have to go through another lesson. This lesson can be a reverse lesson for you. This lesson is someone who's probably exactly like you and does exactly the things that you do and is going to do these things to you. And you're going to be like, oh, wait a minute. I don't like this. But it might be a lesson you have to learn if you're not doing the work that you need to do for yourself, okay? You deserve to be seen. Let yourself be known. So whatever it is, the work that you do, you deserve to be seen. You can let yourself be known. However that is that whatever it is that you're doing, whatever work it is that you're doing, it is really up to you. Okay, let's see. What does Virgo need to know? 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 Ooh, let's take this card. Write a letter. Write a letter to your inner child. You should, if you're not writing in a diary or writing down your thoughts and things like that, you should start doing that. Ooh. And it's okay to be misunderstood. Perception is not always based on the truth. And that is true. Your perception of things may not be based on the truth. Someone else's perception of things may not be based on the truth. But you have to do the inner work. You need to start meditating. You need to start going out into nature, taking time off. You are flush. You have money coming in. So you can take it down a notch a little bit just to take care of yourself. And you need to start going through that dark night of the soul. You need to start working on yourself because you don't want to go through more lessons. And it looks like you're going to be going through more lessons. Setting the record straight. You should always set the record straight. You should not be saying things or doing things based on how you wanted them to be. Falling apart and falling into pieces. Again, dark night of the soul. Falling apart. You need to do the inner work. Kicked to the curb. Somebody's getting kicked to the curb or somebody got kicked to the curb. So you might have to kick this person to the curb. Game over. Wow. So game over. If you haven't done your inner work, Virgo, you need to start because that lesson's going to be coming and I don't think you want to learn that lesson. Attraction. You are attracting the right person at the right time in your life. I hope so. I hope so. We're always attracting the right person in our lives at the right time. We might have more lessons along the way. Apology. Never underestimate the power of a heartfelt apology. Whether you have to give the apology or someone's going to give you an apology. It's always heartfelt. Doesn't mean that you have to take this person back. Doesn't mean you have to have that person in your life. Just accept the apology and move it along. And you have 2 cards here. Together. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together and wish. Someone you wish for is coming into your life. So I'm hoping that you are doing the work. You are doing what you need to do so that you're not learning another life lesson. And the person that you are trying to attract is the right person for you, Virgo. But remember that you have to start doing your inner child work. You have to start, doing, working on your dark night of the soul. Your money's coming in. You don't need to worry about that. But do you want to go through this lesson? I wouldn't want to go through that lesson. I'll tell you that much. I think I'm done with lessons. And I'm no longer taking applications for broken people either. So, Virgo, I leave you with that. And now we have Libra. $132, Libra. What does Libra need to know right now? What does Libra need to know? Oh, the Magician. Wow. And the Queen of Candles. The Magician and here is Moses parting the sea. And the Queen of Candle is Deborah, the prophetess and the leader. And she was actually a leader of Israel during her time that she was alive. So you are a natural born leader. This is 2 leaders here. We have the Magician, Moses, a leader. And we have Deborah, also a leader. So Libra, you are a leader. Ooh. Ace of Chalices, the woman at the well. And she, I would say, is a leader as well because the other women would not have given Jesus any water. And she said, no, I'm going to do it. So when he came and asked for it, she gave him the water. So very powerful cards on leadership. Libra, are you looking to be in leadership? Are you a leader right now? And are you working through what needs to happen or what you need to do in your life to be of service? Let's see. Very powerful leadership cards, Libra. And the 2 of Candles, Elijah on Mount Carmel. Elijah, another leader, Elijah, went before the people and said, how long will you waver between 2 opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal is God, follow him. So is that what's going on? Do you have two things that you're trying to follow? Are you not sure of which one you should go with? Meditate on it. Start writing in a journal. See which one of those two things bring you joy, bring you peace, give you a feeling of service. But very strong 4 leadership cards. Leader Moses, leader Deborah, leader and the woman in the well who gave Jesus his drink of water. And of course, he promises her that anyone who will drink from his water will have eternal life. And the 2 of Candles, Elijah, telling people, okay, either you follow this or you follow that, but you can't be of 2 opinions. So are you of 2 opinions right now, Libra? You need to actually decide which one is right for you, because you are a natural born leader. These are really powerful cards here. And they're telling me to pull the Water Oracle cards, also by Rebecca Campbell. Oops. And let's see what these cards have to say for Libra. Very powerful, Libra. You're going through something right now. It's like, don't have doubts of your leadership. And leaders lead from the back. I don't know if you know this, but wolves, the way the pack runs, when they're going somewhere, when they're walking, the leader is the last person. Okay? So the leader is not in the front of the pack. The leader's in the back of the pack, because he has to make sure that his pack is taken care of. So think about that. How do you lead, Libra? Wow, we have 3 cards. The Healing Lagoon, rejuvenate, recovery, time to heal. It's safe to stop. So like I was saying, take time out, heal, rejuvenate. If you are of 2 different opinions, it's time for you to take a side. Have gratitude and appreciate what sustains you. Metamorphosis. Embrace transformation. Things are now different. So once you're able to decide which way you're going, there will be a transformation. There will be a metamorphosis. And things will be different for you, Libra. Do I take any of these? No. I just need 1 card from this. 1 card, please. 1 card for Libra. 1 card for Libra, please. 1 card for Libra. They're telling me to take the next card that comes up on top. Immerse yourself in training, in learning, new hobbies, and new passions. So maybe you need to do something new for yourself. There's something, maybe you're, let's say, being a workaholic, and you're not taking time out for yourself. Maybe you don't have passion in what you're doing. Whatever it may be, take time out for yourself. Take time out to rejuvenate. Take time out to grow. Take time out to realize what it is that you're going to do. You're a person of 2 opinions. You need to consolidate. And once you consolidate and you figure out which side you're going to be on, or which thing you're going to choose, that at that point things will change. There will be a metamorphosis, a transformation for you. And I think you'll be able to immerse yourself in something new. Maybe have a new hobby outside of work or whatever it is that you're doing that will be even more fulfilling for you. I love Rebecca Campbell's work. Her cards are impeccable. And now they're telling me to take this deck right here. All right, so let's see. What does Libra need to know? What does Libra need to know? What does Libra need to know, please? And these cards are a little difficult because they are pretty big and they're hard for me. I have tiny hands, so they're a little harder for me to shuffle. What does Libra need to know? What does Libra need to know, please? It looks like you have a lot of things to work on in transformation. You are a leader. You are, very powerful in your leadership, Libra. So let's see. Choosing experiences wisely. Wow. You have a choice to make, Libra. Like I said before. Do I take this card? Yes. Shielding, protecting, and grounding. So you do need to protect and shield, and you do need to ground as well. Ooh. Engaging with fears and doubts. So if you have fears or doubts of the choices that you have to make, take time out for yourself to make sure you make the right choice. And when you make the right choice, if your heart is pounding, if you're feeling anxiety, if you're not sure, then you made the wrong choice. When you make that right choice, you have to feel like, finally, I've made the correct choice. If you're like all over the place and your heart is pounding, you have anxiety, you have fear, then that's not the correct choice. All right. That's your ego coming up. Ooh, ooh. Wow. Releasing emotional weight. Look at that. When you go ahead and make this choice, you will release that weight that is holding you. Whatever this choice is, when you make the choice, you will release the weight, Libra. Wow, the X. Healing from the past and heartbreak takes time, and be patient with yourself. Wedding. Oh, taking your relationship to the next level, one step at a time. Could there be a wedding coming up? Maybe. But in order for that to happen, you need to release whatever happened with the previous person you were with. Be patient with yourself. It takes time. Remember, everything that we do in our life is a lesson. So you have to realize, what was that lesson? What did I learn? Cut ties, forgiveness, and let go of all of that. Relax. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. One more card for Leo. I'm sorry, not Leo, Libra. Falling fast. Love happens quickly, but don't lose yourself in the process. Remember, whether it's fast or it's slow, don't lose who you are. Don't lose yourself in the life of someone else. Don't dim your light for someone else. Don't change for someone else. You are who you are. Libra, you are a powerful leader. Do not forget that. But you have a choice to make. So once that choice is made, you will be able to feel relieved. Start meditating, start grounding, start writing in a journal, and start doing the work necessary. Engage your fears, engage your doubts, shield and protect yourself, Libra. So I will leave you here, Libra. And now we will have Scorpio. So let me just move the cards so we can start with Scorpio. I'm using a lot of different oracle decks today. I'm actually excited to be here. I haven't been on here for almost 2 weeks. And I loved having my daughter home from school and everything. And I was kind of exhausted when she left because we did so much. But I love being on with you guys. So I'll try not to take such a long period between videos again. So we have Scorpio now. And Scorpio, we're starting at 143. What does Scorpio need to know? What does Scorpio need to know, please? What does Scorpio need to know? What does Scorpio need to know, please? What does Scorpio need to know? Oh, so the first card that we have is the Sun, and I will take that one. Oh, wow, it's 4 cards. That was quick. The Sun is the triumphant entry to Jerusalem. Remember when Jesus entered Jerusalem in the day of Palm? Yes, he entered triumphantly in triumph. Yes, it was a positive thing, but it quickly turned negative because of the fact that they were using the temple as a place to sell things, and he was not happy about that. Then we have Jeremiah, the 10 of Candles. Why did I ever come out of the womb to see trouble and sorrow and to end my days in shame? So we have the same thing. He came in triumph, but then his triumph quickly became anger because of what they were doing at the temple. and a woe and lament of why he came out of the womb to see so much trouble. I feel, to me, this is someone, Scorpio, and this may not resonate with all of you, who is sitting in contemplation, like, why did I even decide to come here? Look at all the things that are happening. You know, the world is going to hell in a handbasket. Again, I don't watch the news. I don't even look at the news on my Instagram channel. I don't do any of that. Why? Because timelines are quickly changing, Scorpio. We're jumping timelines, jumping dimensional portals, things like that. If you're going to stay in the course where you are, that's all you will ever see. That's all that will ever come up to you. It's the same thing as manifesting, as the words that come out of your mouth are spells. How are you manifesting your life? Is it negative self-talk or is it positive self-talk? It's the same thing with what we watch. Are you spending your time just watching the news? Are you spending the time just watching what's going on? Because that's all you will see. You will be stuck in that timeline. I refuse to do that. The Three of Chalices, which is the wedding at Cana. And remember, at the wedding, he turned water into wine, right? And this is a day of celebration, but it's also a day where he went to celebrate and he was asked to do some work, where his mother came to him and said, they're out of wine. And he said, well, what do you want me to do, woman? Kind of like rude, right? And a lot of people think that Jesus was all love and light, and he was only, no, Jesus was savage, okay? Jesus took on the vendors. Jesus took on the vendors at the temple and destroyed a lot of the stuff from the vendors. And that's one of the things that pissed the people of Israel off, that he did that. Well, too bad, baby. And here it was the same thing. It's like, well, what do you want me to do, woman, if they ran out of wine? Like, how is that my problem? But he still helped. But he was still savage. You understand? So Scorpio, you're kind of like this person. Yes, you're savage. Yes, you have this, I am who I am kind of thing. But at the same time, you're allowing the circumstances, you're allowing the things that are happening in this world to take a hold of you when you shouldn't be. Remember that we manifest our lives. We manifest what we want in our lives. So if you spend all of your time watching the news and watching the craziness that's going on, that's all you're ever going to see, baby. It is up to you to decide what you want in your life and in your timeline. And we have the Six of Feathers. The Six of Feathers is Ruth and Moabite. But Ruth replied, "Don't argue, don't urge me to leave you or turn back from you. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay, and your people will be my people, and your God, my God." This is someone who's in your life, who's telling you, hey, I'm here. Whatever you do, I do. Wherever you go, I go. But sooner or later, that person's going to get sick of your bullshit. And is going to get sick of the fact that all you is sit and watch the negativity and wallow in negativity and wallow in what you're in. People cannot handle that 24/7. So you better do something or you're going to lose this, Scorpio. I'm telling you right now. Let's do the inner child oracle for you, Scorpio. Wow. Emotions are your reflection. Look for deeper meaning. You do not have to go it alone. Reach out for support in this time. You have someone supporting you. But you need to get out of this funk and you need to get out of this what's going on in the world today. Pull yourself close. Every part of your being is deserving of love. Pull yourself close. You are deserving of love. You have to get out of the negative self-talk. You have to get out of the fear-mongering. You have to get out of looking at all the crap that's going on in the world, because that is going to continue to affect you and continue to affect your relationship to the point where the person that's with you, that's your ride or die, is going to say, I'm out. Spend time in nature. Let the beauty of nature refresh your soul. Go camping. Rent a cabin and go away for a week. Don't have phones, don't have anything. Just look at the beauty that Gaia has for you. Look at all of the wonderful things that the Creator has created, that Gaia maintains. Look at everything that will ascend with you if you decide to pull yourself out of this negative self-talk, of this negative interaction, if you will, with the world that you have. It's not worth it. Repair, evolution, and growth. What does Scorpio need to know? What does Scorpio need to know? You gotta get out of this, Scorpio. You gotta get out of this. What does Scorpio need to know right now? What does Scorpio need to know right now, team? Come on. I just need 4 cards. Oh, okay. Abundance and security. Money is energy like anything else. You want it to flow and not feel trapped. Trusting that the universe will take care of you gives you the energy of abundance and expectancy in every dollar you receive. Know that you're supported and money will flow. With every dollar that I spend, I know that it will return to me 1,000-fold. I say that every single time. I know that my abundance is here. I'm not waiting for it. I'm not waiting for when it will arrive. As far as I'm concerned, I am an abundant being. I am an abundant person. Money flows to me from multiple sources. I am happy and grateful now that money flows to me from multiple sources. I say that to me all the time. When I spend $1, I say every dollar that I spend comes back to me 1,000-fold. So this is something that you need to start doing now, Scorpio. And it's the same thing with the negative and the fear and stuff like that. You need to let go of that and understand that you are a positive being and you are able to create positivity in your life. Creativity and discovery. One of the ways the divine wants to connect with you is through creative expression. It gets you out of your busy mind to feel, listen, and know how best to flow the energy through you. You're being called to tap into your creative side, to reconnect and to discover your many talents. Be open to the process and let it flow without judging yourself. Come on, Scorpio. Awakening. Expansion. You have been receiving messages that it's time for your soul to expand beyond. Come on, Scorpio. The 3D vision. You are an old soul that is here to do many great things. You have come to realize this through doing the hard work and merging with your higher self. There is no going back. So enjoy the new way of being by having acceptance and inner peace and moving forward. Moving forward. Flow. Scorpio, you got to get out of this funk. So many things are waiting for you. So many expectations. Come on. You're there. You're almost there. You got to stop watching the negativity on the news. It's not worth it. Intuition, wisdom, and gifts. What else? I mean, come on. Come on, Scorpio. Let's get it done. Honor your innate ability to see physically and trust your gut feelings. Trust in your guidance. All of your senses will rush in when you truly step into your abilities. Look into expanding your gifts by taking classes, writing in a diary, meditating, and listening to your inner voice. Come on, Scorpio. God, we're waiting for you. There's so many things that you can do with yourself, Scorpio, but it's up to you to take a step forward, because right now you're kind of like frozen in that fear of what could happen and what will happen. Have you seen the news? Do you know what's going on? Let go of it. It is not worth your time and energy. Star. Your hope and optimism are a powerful love magnet for you right now. Are you using hope and optimism, or are you still in negativity? You need to flip that switch, Scorpio. Attracting. You are attracting the right person at the right time. Divine timing is everything. And if you are with the right person, which is what I'm seeing here, remember, that doesn't mean that that person's going to stay with you forever. If you're going to continue in this nonsense that you're in, that person's going to be like, peace out. That's your ride or die, dude. Or gal. You have your ride or die with you. What are you going to do? Boundaries. Set boundaries. Love may challenge your boundaries, so protect them. One more card for Scorpio. One more card for Scorpio. Ooh. Closure. Not all connections are meant to be except closure. I'm telling you right now. Are you going to move on? Are you going to stay in this fear mongering? Are you going to stay in frozen because you don't know what's going to happen? And what if this happens? And what if that happens? And have you watched the news? Because if you do, you're going to lose everything that you have. Okay? Just letting you know right now, Scorpio. And I'm going to leave you with that, Scorpio. Again, we all have free will. We decide what we want to do with our lives. What are you going to do, Scorpio? So now we are with Sagittarius. At 1:54, 58. And I'm just putting these back. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know, team? What does Sagittarius need to know? What does Sagittarius need to know, team? Okay, Sagittarius. Pull a card, they're telling me. 10 of Grains. All the land that you see here, I will give you. This is the God's promise to Abraham. So there's something here for you. There is something coming for you, Sagittarius. Are you willing to take it? Are you willing to do the work? God has promised you something. The Creator has a promise for you. What are you going to do? Page of Grains, Priscilla, teaching the teachers. He began to speak boldly in the synagogue. When Priscilla and Aquila heard him, they invited him to their home and explained to him the way of God more adequately. So Priscilla is a teacher. Are you a teacher, Sagittarius? Is there something you're supposed to be teaching, Sagittarius? Oh, which one do I take? All right, so they're telling me to take Jacob and the parable of the sower. So Jacob is the one who served 7 years to get Rachel, but it seemed like only a few days because he loved her so much. So this could be romance, but I'm feeling for Sagittarius that this is something that you've been working on, and you've been working on it for a long time. But it's coming to fruition, and it's once you get it to fruition and once you are successful at what you're doing, it's going to feel like, wow, that went so fast when it really didn't. And we have the sower. So the sower, the seeds fell on the land and it produced a crop of 160 or 30 times what was sown. So that is abundance coming in for you, Sagittarius. You have a promise that's being kept for you. You are a teacher. There's something that you're supposed to be teaching. There's something that you're supposed to be doing. There's work that you're doing that's coming to fruition. And once that comes to fruition, you will have your abundance. It's all coming together for you. And I apologize. My nose is so itchy, and it always happens when I'm doing this because, even though I'm using the cards, I'm still channeling. Oh, yeah. It's either stuffy or it's itchy. I'm hot. You get everything. So Sagittarius, what deck should we pull for Sagittarius? What deck should we pull for Sagittarius, please? So this is the deck we're pulling. Let's see. What does Sagittarius need to know, please? What does Sagittarius need to know? What does Sagittarius need to know, please? The journey. So you're embarking on a journey. Whatever your journey is, it has to do with the work that you're doing. This journey is almost coming to an end. You're almost there. Almost there. These cards are very thick, and I do apologize. The Tree of Life, wow. Whatever it is that you're working on, it's something that's going to give not only you more life, but it's going to help with other people. And magic, wow. You have magic inside of you, Sagittarius. Whatever it is that you're working on is really going to be something. Yes, you're going to be abundant. Yes, you're going to do the things. You're going to make the money that you want to make, but you're going to be of service. You're going to be doing things that are going to be helping the world. helping humanity, helping light workers. The earth is with you. Gaia is taking care of you. Gaia is working with you. And with that note, we're going to go to the Medicine Woman's Oracle. Because I always, this is to me is Gaia's Oracle, is Gaia's deck. And she is speaking to us through this deck. So what does Gaia want to tell Sagittarius? What do you want to tell Sagittarius, Gaia? What does Sagittarius need to know? This one. Creative fire. Reveal your creative talent for an inspired life. Wow, Sagittarius. Gaia is with you. Unconditional love for Sagittarius. I remind you of the magic of love, and you are blessed. So it looks like, Sagittarius, you've done the work. You've done what you need to do. You are now, have embarked on your journey, are embarking on your journey, are almost completing your journey of your self-realization. There is something you're supposed to be teaching humanity. And whatever it is, it's going to be something that's going to be profitable for you. But it's also going to be profitable for you spiritually and mentally. And you are magic. Gaia is with you every step of the way. The moon, Lady Moon, gives you the keys to mastery and other feminine power. Man or woman, we both have male and female. If you're a man, or whether you're a man or a woman, you need to tap into more of your feminine side. Because Gaia is the feminine, remember, guys. And she's powered by the moon, just like Cancer is powered by the moon. Okay, one more card for Sagittarius, please. This is a very calming reading for me. Sagittarius, one more card. And the art of rituals. Practice rituals to re-enchant your life. Wow. You have magic, Sagittarius. You need to tap into that magic that you have. And again, you can do that by grounding, by meditating, going out into nature, you know, writing in a journal, all of those things. And we're going to do the Love Oracle, as always, for everyone. What does Sagittarius need to know about love, team? Oh, trust. Guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. Okay, Sagittarius. And remember that when you're embarking on this type of journey, because what it looks like to me is that you are a light worker. You're someone who has work that you need to do for humanity. When we have a partner, that partner has to be a warrior. That partner has to be someone that is going to protect us at all costs. They're not looking to be in the limelight. They're not looking to be like, hey, look, I'm here. They are the person behind us that's going to be our warrior. It's going to be someone who's going to protect us mentally and physically and spirit and in this 3D realm so that we can do our spiritual work. Okay. What does Sagittarius need to know, team? What does Sagittarius need to know about romance, Mother Gaia? The X, healing from past heartbreak takes time. Be patient with yourself. If you're still healing from another relationship, just take time out for yourself before you start anything else. And we have Destiny. Reunion with your twin flame is the destined event. And you're on the right path. Love is a beautiful journey and you're on the right path. So your twin flame, your person who's supposed to be your warrior, is coming to you. All right? And it's so funny. I put these cards in wrong. And look what was on here. Another twin flame card. Trust the magnetic pull of your twin flame. It will be guided. You will be guided towards them. Sagittarius. So that's very powerful. Your twin flame is your warrior, whether you're a man, whether it's a man, whether it's a woman. Again, no gender in tarot, but that is the person who will be your protector here on earth, who is going to be there so that you can do the spiritual work that you need to do. And this is the person that's going to be your protector, in every way possible. Okay? So you're almost there, Sagittarius. This is very exciting. I would be very excited because I remember when I first started on my journey and how much work it took and everything else. And I'm still going through and I'm still doing the work. So Sagittarius, very proud of you. Very proud of what you're accomplishing. So I leave you with this right here, Sagittarius. Our next one is Capricorn. And Capricorn, we're starting at 20434. Wow. 2, 4, and 4. I'm going to have to look that up and see what those numbers are. So what does Capricorn need to know, team? Let me get some water. What does Capricorn need to know, team? What does Capricorn need to know? What does Capricorn need to know? What does Capricorn need to know? What does Capricorn need to know, team? Ooh. 9 of Chalice. So we have celebration. Then we have the Sun celebration again with Jesus. When he entered, triumph, where he was entered into Jerusalem. But remember, that quickly turned. So let's see what the next cards are. Oh, wow. Okay. The Empress, Mary Mother. And the Hermit, John the Baptist. So let's see. Capricorn. So you have a lot to celebrate, it feels like, Capricorn. You have a lot to celebrate, but is that going to take a turn here with the Sun? Let me see this. I want to see with, let's see. Okay, that's what I thought it was. But I wanted to double check just to make sure, Capricorn. So from what I can tell here, I see celebration. I feel like you've been through a journey and you finally found what you were looking for. There is enlightenment. There's nurturing. The Empress is nurture. And then the Hermit is enlightenment. So you've been through a journey. You made yourself a hermit for a while. And you got into your enlightenment. And you know and understand what it is that you need to do now. You feel like you're coming in and it's going to be a triumph. You're going to celebrate. And you're celebrating right now. And I know that when Jesus came in, there was also a dark turn because of the simple fact that he didn't like what was going on. And remember, whenever we have an enlightened journey, whenever we do the things that we need to do to move forward, not everyone is going to be on board, and not everyone's going to hear, as they call, our mumbo jumbo enlightened, or, mumbo jumbo metaphysical stuff. So that could happen. I mean, if it does, oh well. Don't be upset. It's just not their time. It's not their time to be on the same page as you. It's not their time to engage in what you're engaging in, and that's okay. What's important is that you went on your journey and you got the enlightenment that you needed. You've been nurtured and you are a nurturer. And now it's time for you to celebrate. Now, I'm using the Yin and Yang Oracle for you, Capricorn. This is a very calming reading. And I have 4 cards right away from the Yin and Yang Oracle. We have Venus, which is an offer of romance, of love, of beauty and creativity. You have wealth and harmony in the arts. We also have, again, love, unconditional love, giving and receiving of affection. The South Node is comfort tone. Resistance and fear of the new, clinging to old ways and situation, but I don't think you're doing that anymore. and then spirit guides assistance. So your spirit guides have been assisting you. You probably did have resistance, which is why you went into hermit mode. And that's what helped you move forward to what you needed to do to move out of your fear and your negativity. Now is just maintaining it and making sure that you don't fall back to your old ways. But you've been through an incredible journey, and you should celebrate. You should feel happy, and you should be every day on a positive, it should be on a positive note that you live your every single day, because you've been through all the work that you've needed to go through. I'm trying to see what deck here. I'm going to use this Oracle deck again. And I don't use this deck that often, but I feel like this is the deck for you right now, Capricorn. And the first card that fell out is Stand Still. Stand still right now in what you've done, in what you've accomplished. Take it in. Take in the celebration. Take in the joy of what you've done so far. And again, if people don't get you, it's okay. You'll find your people that'll get you. Oh, the sun. Again. You got the sun again. Oh my gosh. Celebration. A celebration of love. Celebration of life. The sun, gives life to us. It helps things grow, and you will continue to grow on this journey. Wow, this is so great for you, Capricorn. I'm losing my voice a little bit, guys, so I do apologize. Ooh, Wild Woman. Hey, you're a shaman, male or female. The Wild Woman, that's the shaman on your line. Make sure that you are listening to your spirit guides, that you're listening to your higher self. You're listening to your team on what are your next steps and what needs to happen. One more card for Capricorn, please. Soul retrieval. So maybe this is something that you should think about doing, retrieving like your soul, your other parts of your soul, because you have other parts of your soul that are doing other things in other places. I asked one time for my team to tell me, like, hey, why do I always wake up tired? And then they showed me what my soul does when I sleep. And I'm like, well, no wonder. And that's something that you might want to do. That's something that you probably have the ability to do now. Okay, Capricorn, but you're on a great journey. Listen to your team. You have a lot of shamans. You are probably a shaman yourself. And that's something that you can go ahead and take classes on, get more information on, more understanding. Dreams, look at your dreams. They hold the answers. That's what we're talking about. Your soul retrieval. You can do that when you sleep. You can ask to see like other parts of your soul, like what journeys you've been on and things like that. Individuality. Be aware of possessive partners. Maintain your individuality. Do not let your light dim for anyone. And we have true love. A deep and enduring connection is going beyond the superficial attraction. You could be attracting your true love at this moment in time. Connection. Love is the bridge connecting souls. Cherish these connections. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a love connection. That's just people that are your tribe, people that are on your team. That could be friends or family that actually do get you and actually are on the same journey that you're on. And you are most likely there to help them move on that journey as well. But Capricorn, wow, you have a great journey that you've been going on. You have a great journey that you're going to continue to go on. You have a lot of people on your team, and they're telling you to do a soul retrieval. They're telling you to go in. You could go in your dreams and just say before you go to sleep, hey, I'd like to see like what past life, what is relevant to me now that I need to look at. And you can do that every night. Or you can ask, like I did, like, what does my soul do at night when I'm sleeping? Because I wake up and I'm extra tired. And they can show you that as well. As your gifts grow, you can be able to see more things. You'll be able to look into other dimensions and things like that. And you'll notice when the timeline shifts. Not everyone notices it. Some people will feel it, but some people don't. But you have been on an incredible journey. Kudos to you to becoming that hermit, to receive your enlightenment. Right now, it's a time of celebration and a time of joy. Take time out to celebrate, to be in joyfulness, to be in bliss, to be in love with yourself. Okay, Capricorn, that was a great reading for you, and I'm going to leave you with that. And now we have Aquarius, which brings us full circle. And that's at 2/14/44. Wow, 444. Wow. That's very nice. Very nice, Aquarius. 444 for you, 2/14/44. You should look up those numbers, maybe play those. What does Aquarius need to know? What does Aquarius need to know right now, team? Wow. The Chariot, Pharaoh's Pursuit. Am I taking all of these? Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm taking all of them. 4 cards. So we have the Chariot, which is Pharaoh's pursuit when he was going after Moses and everyone. And of course, you know what happened to his people. And then we have the King of Chalices, where Nehemiah is rebuilding Jerusalem after a devastating loss. Come and let us build the wall of Jerusalem, and we will no longer be in disgrace. We have Jacob's Ladder, where Jacob dreams of Bethel, where he dreams of the angels going up and down a ladder from earth to heaven. And then we have Death, the 4th horseman. Now, death doesn't necessarily mean death. Death can mean transformation, and I'll pull it from the book so that you can see. So a lot of people look at death and they're like, oh my God, it's death. No, death doesn't always mean death. Hold on. So like I said, so upright, which is what it came up, it doesn't mean death. It's an end of an era, transformation and renewal, release and let go of what no longer serves you. So that's what's going on with the Death card. The Chariot right here is your pursuits. The Chariot is, and I'll look at it right now because I'm just telling you what it feels like to me, but I'll read it to you too. Determination and willpower, movement and direction. Okay, control and command. So you're in control, you're in command of things, but this is also determination. You're determined to move forward and rebuilding. So you're rebuilding right now. The Moon with Jacob's Ladder, watching the angels come down, up and down, is your journey of the subconscious. You have to pay attention to your dreams, and you have to pay attention what's going on to your dreams. You should have a journal next to you when you sleep, so that when you wake up and you're like, you still remember your dream, you can write it down right away. Because what's going to happen is they're going to say, oh, I'll write it down later, and then you'll forget about the dream, and you might not remember the dream until who knows when. That sometimes has happened to me when I don't write them down, and then I'll remember months and months later what the dream was about. So you are a person that is moving forward, moving fast. You are rebuilding. You are in renewal. You are letting go of the old. You are bringing forth something new. And your dreams hold the key of whatever it is that you're trying to do. Look at your dreams. Listen to your team, because your team will talk to you through your dreams when you're first starting up with your spiritual gifts. Ask questions. Say, I want to dream about what my next steps are tonight. And keep doing it until you have a dream that has to do with your next steps. You can do that. They will talk to you that way. You can just say, you know what? I want to dream about my entire team. I want to be in a beautiful spot where we can talk and we can go over our strategies and things like that as well. That will happen for you. That's pretty cool. This is a pretty cool reading, Aquarius. So I'm pulling the Gaia deck, our Medicine Woman deck. So what does Aquarius need to know, Gaia? What does Aquarius need to know? Oh, wow. Spirit of the water, return to the source of the feminine for purification. So you might need to be purified. You might need to have like a cleansing bath. And when you want to do a cleansing bath, you first start with your salts, have some baking powder in there, have some bath oils, look at the different things that you want to use, and you might want to put all of the herbs in a pouch, so you're not, and then afterwards having to clean all of that out of the bathtub so it doesn't go down the drain. But look for herbs that are cleansing, that help with your manifestation. They will help with your dreams. Like you can use camphor, you can use St. John's wort, things like that. You can look things up. Those though you can look those you can look up herbs online that are used for you to be able to have more vivid dreams and things like that. And maybe add those to your bath. And you always have the bath as hot as you can take it. And stay in that bath to release toxins until it is cooled down, you know, like kind of room temperature. Summer, a time for blooming and celebrating your success. So it could be that things are going to come to a head in the summertime. I don't always get timing cards. Timing cards only pop out when it's a 99%, you know, thing that's going to happen. Again, we all have free will. So this is something that we're in that timing today. This can change within a week depending on the choices that you make. Creative fire. So you have creative fire in you. You can reveal your creative talent for an inspired life. So this is what we're going for. This is what you're going for, Aquarius. Wow. Bear totem. Retire into your den to find answers. Look at that. So they want you to, Gaia wants you to take time out for yourself, take cleansing baths, maybe go out in nature, be a little bit of a hermit so that you can figure out what your next steps are. And remember, Jacob's ladder, your dreams. Your dreams hold the key. Your team can speak to you through your dreams right now. So just ask the questions that you need to ask so that you can move forward. And I'm going to pull the messages of the Cosmic Oracle cards for Aquarius. Just 4 cards for Aquarius, please. What does Aquarius need to know? Be authentic. Anything else is exhausting. Be yourself. Don't try to be someone else. Don't try to be something that you're not. And remember to manifest. You are the magnet of your desires. Are your desires positive or are your desires negative? You have to think about that. All right. What does Aquarius need to know? 3 more cards, please, for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know at this time of transformation, of renewal and rejuvenation? Stop looking outside yourself for answers. You already know what the answers are. They're always within us. That's why I always tell people, you know, my readings are exactly what you need to hear. It's not what you want to hear, you know, my team is savage. My team is going to give it to you the way it is, no sugarcoating or anything. So you already know what the answer is. Sometimes you just don't want to hear it. So be sure that you're looking inside yourself for the answers. Listen to your body and do what it's asking of you. That's something that I've been telling all of you guys today. If your body tells you to rest, rest. If your body tells you it's time to go out and have an energetic walk, or it's time to go out in nature, whatever it is, you need to get it done. Look around and find some signs. The universe is speaking to you. Your team is speaking to you all the time. And right now, Aquarius, in your dreams is when they're most talkative. So, oh my gosh. Look at this. Alone time is the first one that popped out. Spend time alone. It will help you gain clarity on your relationships. Nurture yourself. Nurture your relationships like blooming flowers. They'll flourish. And friendship. This connection is based on friendship. It may never develop to romance. So you might have a connection with someone and you're wondering if it's going to be romantic or not. It doesn't look like that it is. Wow. You have a lot to do, Aquarius. You have a lot going on. So right now, you don't want to hunker yourself down with a relationship, especially if you don't know if this person's going to be your warrior, if this person's going to be your protector or not. Because that's what you not need. Celebrate. Today, celebrate the love you share with those who matter most. So, Aquarius, you are on a journey. You are determined. You are fast moving. You are renewing. You are rejuvenating. You are letting go of the old. You are starting something new. Go to your dreams. Go within yourself. Go inside of yourself, because the answers are there. Your dreams hold the key. Your team is there to give you the answers, or to help you to pull the answers from inside of yourself, because that's really where they are, Aquarius. But I leave you with that, Aquarius. And we ended this at 2:24:48. So can you see that? More fours. So many fours. So everyone, this was pretty cool. We had a lot of great messages for everyone. And again, if you didn't resonate with it, it's perfectly okay. Not everyone's going to resonate with it. I want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching my videos. Please hit the like button. Believe it or not, hitting the like button actually helps me. It helps with the algorithm, and it helps put my video out there much, a lot more. Again, I want to remind everyone, once I hit 100 people that subscribe to my channel, I'm going to do a live. I'll let you guys know at least 2 weeks in advance. I'll advertise it every single time on Instagram and YouTube, reminding you of what the date and time will be. And the first 20 people will get a free question. So whatever the question is, I will answer that question for you. Remember, I'm going to answer the question. So be sure that what you ask is what you want other people to hear, because it's going to be a live event. And my team is savage. They're not going to sugarcoat anything. They're going to tell you exactly the way it is. All right. And it could be my team, and it could be your team that comes through, and it could be my higher self. It could be your higher self that comes through, because I can speak to your higher self as well. And your higher selves are savage as well. Your higher selves are tired of your nonsense too. So just think about that when you go to ask the question. Again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching my channel and watching, everything that I do and all of my stories. All of my information is in the description box below. Email me for a reading. I do not email you. I do not get in contact with you to ask you if you want a reading. You have to send me an email, and I do check my emails on a daily basis. Anyone who has already sent an email, I've already responded back to you. And your reading or your cleansing, because I do sound healing as well. My sound bowls are here behind me. Whichever one it is that you're doing, I can either do a recorded version, or we can do it as a live session. That's completely up to you. All right. But again, thank you so much for being on my channel, White Iris Intuitive. I'm White Iris, of course. I want to thank you. I have gratitude for all of you for being here. And I just want to leave you in a cleansed space. I want to leave you in a space of love, of nurturing, of understanding. And I want to leave you in a better place. And I want this message to leave you in a better place than where you were when you first came in. So thank you so much for being here. I love you. Have a wonderful, blessed, loving, and golden day today. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.